Hello everyone, and welcome back to part 2 of this Portuguese Navy Individual Combat Ration menu number 4. Breakfast was pretty good, but I'm sure lunch and dinner will be a lot better. So let's dig right into lunch. Our main will be 400 grams of chickpeas with lamb, 110 grams of tuna in vegetable oil. Actually, I think that might be sunflower oil. Some of our salted crackers or biscuits. "15 grams of our dried apple. A high fiber isotonic drink. Coffee. And in case we need some, got some sugar. Salt. This didn't come with any pepper. I have a piece of our Happy Dent gum. And utensils. First thing I'm going to do is get this main started. Our flameless ration heater. This one's just got a single pad in there. I don't think I've used one of these before. I've had ones with single pads before. Just says fill it to the line. Or 60 mils of water. I find it easier just to measure the water out. Well, it's slowly starting. Man, that thing just suddenly just took off. I mean, you just barely hear it sizzling after a minute. And suddenly it's just off to the races. It went from 0 to full tilt in about 5 seconds. But it says to let it go for about 10 minutes. So during that time, let's get our drinks ready. I'm in the mood to add some sugar to my coffee today. Okay, while our main's still heating up, let's check out these, almost said sardines. Let's check out the tuna-fish. I hate these cans. I'm just going to leave it just like that, so all the oil doesn't spring off the lid. Check out our dried apple, or dried apple pieces. Some crackers. I'm just going to lay out a stack. Okay, and it has been about 10 minutes. Let's get our main. And if anybody wanted to eat it out of the pouch is gusseted on the bottom, so it will stand up if you want it to. But I'm going to get everything poured out onto the tray. Doesn't look too bad. Smells okay. Definitely a lot of food. 400 grams. At least it didn't run out of the tray. But you can see your chickpeas, pieces of carrots. Looks like you got some elbow macaroni in there, pieces of lamb. So I can see a chunk of onion in there. I think that's some onion. Yeah. Smells really good. I know that flameless ration heater, when it got going, it took off, but it died down pretty hard. The meal's not smoking hot, but it's warm. First up, I'm going to try some of the tuna in oil. It's like they're just a big chunk packed in there. Yeah, it's just tuna fish, salt and oil. A little bit saltier than I thought it would be, but not as salty as that octopus from that Spanish ration. It's like crackers are a tostada brand. Pretty good flavor. Seems like they have just enough salt not to be bland. Not very crunchy. So I'm assuming that's probably got a lot of extra butter shortening in there. Pairs very well with the crackers. Give our isotonic drink a try. Good flavor. Just has your standard, I guess, lemon lime isotonic drink flavor. A little bit on the sweet side. A lot sweeter than the ones from the Spanish ration. Try out our main. I'm going to try a chunk of lamb. A little bit fatty. I've had lamb many times. I know it has a very light flavor, but that chunk of lamb seems like it has no salt or pepper at all. It is bland. And I know I got some salt here, but I really wish I had some pepper to go with it, or even some hot sauce. Check out some of the chickpeas. Chickpeas are nice and tender. Got a little bit of bite left to them. Not mushy. Try a piece of carrot. The carrot, well, yeah, that's mushy. Can't really help that. Let me try some of this pasta. Pasta's okay, but just like pretty much any other ration that has pasta in it, the pasta is usually mushy. It's not mushy, but it's pretty soft. Try a little bit of everything. And you know what? It's not very often, but man, this needs salt. I don't think putting it on some crackers would help. Yeah, the salt helps out a lot. This does have a good flavor though. It's very light on the flavor. Try a coffee. Good coffee. Just enough sugar to give it a touch of sweetness. And last up, let's give our apple bits a try. Yeah, good tasting dried apple. You can easily tell it's green apple. Not very sweet, which is okay with me. Yeah, the isotonic drink is sweeter than the apple bits. But last up, let's give this gum a try. Very flat piece of gum. Very good mint flavor. Not too overpowering. Just enough sweetness. Decent piece of gum. Okay then, lunch seemed to be pretty good. I enjoyed everything. The lamb with chickpeas, a little bit light on flavor. I added salt. If it came with pepper, I would have added pepper too. But everything was pretty good. I'm definitely going to finish everything on the tray. I hope you enjoyed this lunch review of this Portuguese Navy Individual Combat Ration menu number 4. And I'll be back in a little bit for dinner. See you then. Hello everyone, and welcome back for dinner. So far, breakfast and lunch has been pretty good. I think the main for lunch, the chickpeas and lamb, were a little bit bland. I think they could have had a little bit more flavor, just some pepper added. But I did have to add some salt, but it was still okay. But as for dinner, our main is going to be 400 grams of chicken paella. And one thing I do want to mention is I'm guessing this happened recently. I had a little bit of like red oil on the outside of the package. I didn't find it on anything in the bag or on the other items, so I'm guessing it just happened. It don't smell. Plus I put some pressure on the bag for about 30 seconds and couldn't find a leak anywhere. I'm guessing it's just a very tiny pinhole. But I'm still going to be cautious. I'm still going to heat it up and try it. I'm sure it's fine, but you never know. I have a 120 gram tin of mackerel and tomato, 25 gram chocolate bar, our 200 milliliter box of apple juice. I'm going to grab another stack of crackers. Our utensils, salt if I need it, and a piece of the eucalyptus candy. At least I'm guessing it's candy. It almost tastes like a Hall's cough drop. But let's get this main started. I thought this flameless ration heater was pretty interesting at lunch, because it's just got the one small heater in there, and it seems really hard. But I think it had a water in there over a minute and really done nothing. But just suddenly it just took off after I'd already set it aside. Now, quit being difficult. Put a piece of tape on there to hold it shut. Didn't come with any. 60 seconds, still not even warm. And then here it goes. In 1 minute it just takes off. It's funny, 60 seconds of nothing, and suddenly it just takes off. Okay everybody, the main has been going for about 10 minutes. At lunch I let it go for just 10 minutes and it wasn't hot, but it was okay. So I'm going to let this one go about 15 minutes. When that heater does get going, it goes for a long time. But it's only one pad for a heater, so it's just going to take a little while longer. But for now, let's see what this mackerel and tomato looks like. One thing I like about this, it's really simple. It's just mackerel, sunflower oil, tomatoes, and salt. And that's it. Smells good, doesn't smell too fishy. I'm going to drain off some of the oil. Let's check out our chocolate bar. It says dark chocolate, so it shouldn't have bloomed. But it has. It's okay. Still very dark in the center. I'm sure it's fine. Let's open up our apple drink. I used to drink these fruit boxes so much when I was a kid. I'm going to give it a try. Tastes okay. Alright, our main has been going for 15 minutes. Let me get it. I just completely wiped this off. Did not see any oil. Does have a gusset on the bottom if you want to just open it up and stand it up on its own. Yeah, this is a lot hotter than the main from yesterday. Smells okay. I can smell red peppers. Unfortunately, it looks like a lot of the rice is broken up, but the main smell of it is red peppers. You can easily see them. I can also see some peas, chunks of chicken. I think I see some bits of carrots in there. Smells good. I'm going to let it cool down for a little bit. I'm going to try some of this mackerel first. Really good flavor. You'd almost think it's sardines because, mackerel, they get pretty big. But these are just small fillets. Not salty at all. Try a piece on a cracker. Good flavor. The crackers add a little bit more salt to it. You really don't taste any tomato flavor in this. I think it's pretty good. The only thing is it seems a little bit dry. The apple juice is okay. This, unfortunately, it does have an apple flavor, but it tastes like it's been mixed 50% with water. It doesn't have a very high apple flavor. It's not too sweet. It's okay, I guess. But let's check out this main. Smells really good. Looks great. I'm going to see if I can find a piece of chicken, which I did. Pieces ain't too big, but at least it's real chicken. Really heavy on the red bell peppers. That's pretty much the pronounced flavor. Even with decent sized pieces of chicken. But the rice, I don't know if you can even tell if it's rice or not, because I can't. Pretty broken up. But it does have good flavor. Got peas in there. I'm sure you got onions in there somewhere. I can taste them. Just don't see them. But just like the chickpeas and lamb dish from lunch, this needs salt. Yeah, it's a lot better. I wish I had a little bit of pepper in there. But it does have good flavor after you add some salt. And as for the utensils, I about broke the spoon already. That was just from mixing it up. Try out the chocolate bar. At least you know it's a decent dark chocolate, even though it's bloomed a little bit. Yeah, it's got a good dark chocolate flavor. Just sweet enough to take the bitterness off. Just the way I like it. Okay, I guess this is going to take care of the review of this Portuguese Navy 24-hour individual combat ration menu number 4. I enjoyed everything, even though the main for lunch and dinner did need some salt. It also could have used some pepper, but the ration didn't come with any, so I didn't use any. But where we're heading next, I don't know. I was going to head over to Chile next, and then over to Australia, and then head back into maybe do a Chinese ration again and Russian and just hang out in that area again. Just, kind of be like the way I started. But I do not have an Australian ration yet. I'm still looking. I just don't know which one to get yet. So for now, I do have a ration from the Ukraine that the expiration date is coming up. I'm sure it's just a fruit bar or something that expires soon. I've had them before, but this is one of the newer ones with the retort pouches instead of the cans, and I wanted to try it out. So that's where we're going to head next. And after we're done with that ration, I'm just going to stick in the area. Maybe do some more from Latvia or Estonia. Who knows? I'll probably head back to Russia too. So until then, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, hit that like button, tell your friends, subscribe, and I hope to see you next time.